Hi guys! So I just want to make another quick podcast today, give you a quick update on my projects I've been working on, and then, like the title says down below, I'm going to show you how to travel with your crochet. It also applies to knitting. It's really just traveling with anything that includes yarn. So first, I'm going to just give you a quick update on my projects. So first, I have these little slipper booty looking things, and I haven't gotten much done on it in the past couple days. I've gotten rows. I think I've done 16 rows of single crochet up kind of the main part of my foot. Like this is my foot. This is how it's going to go on. I have to get all the way to the heel, and it's just I haven't gotten around to continuing to work on that. But I've made some progress. I've definitely gotten a good chunk of that light blue. I still got a bunch of it to go before I slip into the pink, but I got some of that done. I also made this cute little pumpkin. I don't know how well the colors are showing up on screen. It might look a little icky. They look super cute in real life. I have a second one over there, that's why I'm saying they. But I got this really cute yarn. I think I showed it in my last video. It's called like True Colors. I think it's Yarn Bee True Colors in the color Mango. And first of all, it is so soft. Not sponsored. And second of all, it is just such a pretty color. And it matches the comforter that I got for my dorm room almost perfectly. So I thought this would be a cute little thing to do with it. I was trying to think of what would be kind of like an orangey color. So I was like, oh, pumpkins. And I love fall. I love Halloween. So I think it's going to be a great way to decorate my dorm room. And I had this just really cute green that went with it. So it has a little stem, has a little leaf. I know maybe the stem's technically supposed to be brown, but I just think this is so cute. It did end up a little bit lopsided. But like I said, or if I forgot to mention, I used Bella Coco's tutorial, and I'll post that down there in the description. It was just super cute. I've made pumpkins a couple of different ways before, and I'm not sure if I like this way better, or because she did it, the way she teaches it is to make like one long panel and then you sew it together. I've seen people like work in the round and do it different ways, which I'm really comfortable working the round, so I do like doing it that way. But this turned out really cute. It's just a ribbed stitch. So set that aside. I've talked about it plenty. I have a new blanket. I've gotten a good chunk of work done. It's just kind of like a lacy chevron stitch. And I can post the tutorial for that down there as well. I can't remember. I think it's Fiber Spider. I'm not positive on that. But you might recognize that color and that ball of yarn because it was my corner to corner blanket. This is how much of the corner to corner I got done before I decided, what am I doing? I don't know. It just wasn't turning out the way I had it in my head, the way that I had that other corner to corner blanket. It was going to take an eternity to make it a big enough blanket for me. So I did think about just turning it into a baby blanket, but I knew that I'd be holding on to it for months or years just because I don't know any babies. So I am going to roll this back up into a ball probably once that's done so I can put it off. But I'm really happy with the way that new blanket's turning out. So those are all my current projects, kind of where I'm at in them. I haven't had a lot of time to crochet over the past couple days. I've just been busy here and there with things, but hopefully I'll have more time to just sit and crochet in the future. So now let me jump into kind of more the topic of the video, how to travel with your crochet. So me personally, whenever I go anywhere, like a long trip or any kind of road trip, any long car ride, I'm bringing my crochet with me. It can get a little bit difficult because I have car sickness, or I can get it pretty easily, but I just have to be mindful of that. I can't do it for too long at one time. So if you have the same problem, if you get car sick really easily, especially if you're looking down, then first of all, try Dramamine, non-drowsy. That's what I usually do. But also something I found works for me. I'll kind of crochet for a couple minutes, and then I just have to kind of sit back and relax in the car. I have a little fuzzy. I'm just going to throw it over there. But a little side note there. But I do like to travel with my crochet. That way I can get stuff done in the car, or even like if we're in the hotel, I can sit there later that night and just work on whatever I'm working on at the moment. So the hardest thing, at least I find, is transporting the yarn. At least it used to be. I've got something much easier now. I'll show you in a minute. But first I'm going to show you something I actually got off Wish. So it's literally just this little, and it kind of folds on itself, this little kind of like mesh container. And it has a little hole there in the top. So it's super easy. You just unzip it, you put yarn in. I'll actually grab a ball of yarn right here. Put your ball of yarn in. I did get the smaller size, there was a larger size. Then you just feed this yarn through the little hole at the top, zip back up, and there you go. To be fair, I'm not the best at it. I just had the yarn slip back through because I let go of it with my fingers. But if you don't let go of the yarn, that way it feeds through. And then if you're in the car or if you're just traveling or even if you're just like out in public and you want to crochet, that way the ball of yarn isn't going to hop off like the table or anything like that. Whenever I would crochet in school, that was always my concern because I would just set the yarn on my desk and crochet. And sometimes it had a mind of its own and would roll off. So I recommend getting something like this. It was only a couple dollars because, like I said, I got it off Wish. And I got the smaller size. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it was. It was probably like crochet carry case or yarn carry case or something like that. But it's really nice when you just have a smaller ball of yarn. Obviously, it can be bigger than that, but it wouldn't fit like a full skein of like Red Heart Super Saver or anything that size. But it's really nice. I'll set that over there. So something that I want to show you, and part of it is, I'll say it's crochet flexing, yarn flexing. But it's this really cool case that I got, or carrying case, travel case. I got it for Christmas off Amazon. So I will post this, the link to buy this off Amazon in the description. And like I said before, I'm not sponsored by anything. I just really like these products. So I can't remember the title of this one off the top of my head. I should have looked beforehand now that I think about it. But it's super nice. It has this strap here so you can just put it over your shoulder to carry it places. And it's got 6 slots for yarn. So it's 3 zipper pockets. On the top you can see there's 6 little eyelets. So you just stick the yarn through and you won't let go of the end of the yarn because it velcros in as well. Like you can see, it's velcroed in there. I only have 3 skeins of yarn in it right now. There's like really cute mint green, a darker gray, and a white. I've had it full before and it's like there's no problems. It doesn't get too crowded or crazy. They don't get tangled, which is super nice. But I do only have 3 skeins in it right now. This is the main reason I wanted this case because it has a lot of yarn storage and you can use that yarn as well, which is very nice. This is, I'll show you side by side, or side by side, not anything side by side, I guess. There's another zipper pocket here, and everything's clear so you can see what you have. And you're like, oh, did I throw that crochet hook in there? Or that yarn, you can see it if you just stick it in one of these clear pockets. And then it zips up so nothing falls out, which is super nice. On to the next side. Get the strap out of the way. This is another zipper pocket. Make sure nothing falls out. And it's a huge zipper pocket because it's going to cover the entire inside of this thing, other than where you have these skeins of yarn on this side. You can see I have some tools there. I do have a couple of skeins of yarn in here right now. A lot of the Impeccable loops and threads yarn, because I got a bunch of that around Christmas time because it was on sale. Let's see if we have anything else in here. I can see some, but I'm not going to start pulling stuff out. Let me see. I'll zip that back up. But this is really nice. I'm planning on bringing this to college with me just as the way to bring my yarn back and forth because it seriously has so much storage space. It's amazing. On to the next side. This, it's another clear pocket, but this one is just Velcro. It just Velcro's open. And usually I don't have anything in here, like if I'm traveling, or maybe I'll have like a pattern book or something because it won't slip out this smaller hole. But I would never keep these in here usually while traveling because they will slip right out the top. I'd put them in a zipper pocket. But I don't really have a good way to store these with my other hooks or things because they're so much bigger. This is a 30 millimeter crochet hook. I think these are 12 and a half millimeter knitting needles. They're huge. I'll put this back in there, and it's just the best way for me to store them at home. And then just real quick on the top. So I showed you those eyelets already. But also, there's another zipper pocket. And it zips diagonally, but just have a clear zipper pocket. It's not very deep. Really, it's probably just to hold a couple of crochet hooks. Well, it can hold more than a couple, but depth-wise is probably just made to hold crochet hooks or knitting needles, things like that you're going to be using with this yarn right here. But this is really nice. If you travel a lot and want to bring your crochet with you, or your knitting or anything else that uses yarn, I highly recommend this. It's super nice. I'm going to just go set it right here. Besides, it's out of the way, but it's amazing. So on to the next thing. This one is super easy. It's very shiny. I'm afraid it won't show up right on camera, but it's just a backpack. So if you don't want to splurge on a specific yarn bag made for yarn, you can always just get a regular backpack, drawstring bag, anything. You might even just have one lying around already, and it works just fine. I recommend a backpack over a drawstring bag just because you have more storage space generally. This one I like because there's this little pocket on the front that I can put all my tools in, and then I can open that bigger pocket to put yarn in. And two, can't think of the words, the little straps or handles rather, connect together, snapped at the top, so it makes it easy to carry this way or on my back as well. If I have it full of yarn and just don't want to worry about carrying it, I can just throw it on my back. But it's super nice. Put that aside, and then lastly, I'm going to focus more on the tools rather than how to move your yarn from place to place when you're traveling. So I've talked about this before. This little thing here just says the greatest happiness in life. It's just my little crochet kit. So let's open it up. I like this because it has the snap, but then also you unzip it. It just really makes sure you're not going to lose anything. This is where I put all my tools when I travel. Usually I'll put all my tools in here and then either stick them, this whole case, in this front pocket here, or in one of those zipper pockets in that other bag, just because it keeps them all together in the bag as well, which is just nice. As you can see in here, I've got stuff like crochet hooks of varying sizes and colors. That's where I also have all my stitch markers, scissors, anything like that, all that good stuff. Side note, I always put my scissors in this bag because I always hate when they get just loose. It just makes me nervous. I don't know. I've seen Final Destination. I'm just going to zip this back up. But it's super simple transporting your tools. I recommend just getting a little bag. You don't have to get a specific crochet bag. This one I just got because it had the whole kit. It came with hooks and stitch markers and measuring tape and all kinds of different things. So it's the perfect size for crochet hooks. But there's all kinds of other stuff out there. You can just buy little bags. You can make little bags if that's something you do. I've seen these really cute ones that people sew themselves on Etsy, and I almost bought one of those. But I did get this for Christmas. I got it with that. Or even like makeup bags I found work really well, just the little ones. I have an Ipsy subscription, so I do get a monthly makeup bag. So I definitely use those, and they're pretty much the perfect size because makeup brushes are about the same size as crochet hooks. I'm not sure. I think knitting needles, at least the ones I have, tend to be longer than crochet hooks, so you might need a longer case for those. But I definitely recommend getting some kind of case to put in whatever bag you're carrying that yarn in. But that's all I've got. That's how I transfer my yarn or transport my yarn. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped you out. I hope you got some inspiration on how you want to transport your yarn from place to place when you're on vacation, or either just going to work, I should say. So if you did like this video, go ahead and leave it a like down there. It just really helps me out and helps my channel out and lets me know that I'm making content that you enjoy. Also, while you're down there, leave me a comment. What projects are you working on? How do you transport your yarn? I'd love to know. Maybe you've thought of something that I haven't thought of. Also, while you're down there, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that little notification bell next to it. That way you don't miss any of my content. And also you get to subscribe to me. It's a totally free way to help me out and help my channel out. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.